I really liked the seaweed print. I thought the texture in it was really nice.
It seems like this exhibition in general, people have brought painting, photography, digital media. I mean, it's really broad and diverse, and everybody seems to have their own definite style. It's incredible, really.
Everyone went deep into like a small little niche, and something that might seem insignificant was brought out.
It's really cool. I really like the location of it.
I really enjoyed the prints. They were amazing, each and every one.
It was a really interesting experience, kind of finally working together on something as a class. I feel like there was always kind of a disconnect with our class due to like not being together in first year for COVID and stuff. And I really took it as like an opportunity to get to know new people that I hadn't really known very well. But it was a very fun experience.
We all came into Spacecraft together and we laid out all of our pieces against the wall, and we looked at the pieces and took note and asked each other different opinions and tried to find what pieces corresponded with each other, and yeah, I think we achieved a pretty successful show.
So I was on the curatorial team, gathering of information of every artist's work, cataloguing it, the size, if they had, put it up for sale, the name of it, and really just their priorities in terms of hanging it, if it had framed, or if they wanted really specific, styles of hanging. And then being able to send it to Cayman, who was our curator, so it was really bringing him the information and him being able to process it. He really just initiated that group work, and I found it just a really enjoyable experience. It was really good.
It was very beneficial. It's the practice that we need for what we're hopefully looking to do after college, and we learned a lot of necessary skills.
Yeah, I learned a lot from our curator and our technician Pam. She did a really great job in showing us what we should be looking at and what we should be thinking about in terms of putting the art together and presenting it really well. It was actually very difficult because we ran into a lot of technical issues. Initially it was supposed to be projected, but with the lighting and having everyone else's work showcased, we couldn't really have that. It was very faint and it didn't work quite well. So then we thought about bringing in a TV, and then our USB didn't work, so we had to get a new USB. So there was a lot that I had to take into account and a lot I had to change, but it was a really good experience and I learned a lot from it.
Cayman came in, he served as our leader, but he definitely pushed us to really take ownership of the show. I felt everyone's voice was heard, and I felt everyone was really pushed to not just hang stuff, but really push the show and make sure it's curated as well as possible.
I feel like Cayman kind of brought us a level of professionalism that we didn't have before. Up until now we were making art for ourselves, whereas kind of now we're making art for the public, and a lot of people are going to be viewing it, so we have to think about it differently.
I think coming together as a group can be very difficult, and communication is very, very important. So I think things like that need time, and it's not something that can just come together on the last week or the last day. So I think, yeah, definitely making a good plan.
A lot of things don't go right. There's a lot of mistakes. That doesn't make you any less of an artist. As long as you like it, that's art to you. So everyone has different opinions.
Don't be afraid to take risks, and don't be afraid to just get into studio and just start lashing things together and see how things come.
Finding that in a group setting, everyone has their responsibilities. You need to make sure that you're working with people, but you're not taking over. You kind of have to learn to work very differently in a group, and that was kind of what I took away from this.
Definitely with how cohesive a show has to be, and having everything matched up well together and how they relate to each other, and how us as artists speak to each other through our own art. And collaboration is great as well, so it's nice to have my pieces next to everyone else's because everyone's very talented. So